What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as Binance coin to US dollar. As you guys know, we will be looking at the current coin market cap as well as doing some technical analysis based on what to expect for the next couple of weeks. Because as the halving gets closer, we know that the prices start to go absolutely crazy, and I think it's important to touch upon that. But otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, and let's jump right into today's episode. So as you guys can see, we are on the current coin market cap. The market cap is $308 billion. We have a 24-hour volume of 86 billion and a Bitcoin dominance of 61.2%. So there are a couple of things we're going to have to take into consideration. So Bitcoin dominance is retracing. We're seeing 24-hour volume slightly up since yesterday, and the market cap is actually declining at quite a rapid rate. You can see as I scroll down to the top 10 cryptocurrencies, everything is practically down except Tether, so ignore Tether. But for the most part, the market is down about 5 to 6% today. Litecoin down 8%. I believe that's the highest one of the top 10 cryptos. You can see the rest of the coins are still, tailing behind. There are a couple double-digit cryptos that are down quite a bit too. Binance coin in the number 7 spot at $32, 279 million in current volume, which is quite a bit. But the other cryptos do look okay. I mean, this is just a nice retracement. Nothing to be, absolutely crazy about, nothing like oh my god, because you can see it's just consolidation. It's just slow consolidation throughout most of these cryptocurrencies. So nothing really catches my eye, catches the attention that's like oh my god, we need to sell off or short this cryptocurrency. But I do want to just jump into the technical analysis. I know that the halving is coming up right around the corner. I believe we might actually be over 11,000 subscribers right now. I didn't even check, actually. That's going to be something interesting. Let's see. So, wow, holy shit, we actually just broke 11,000 subscribers. That's absolutely crazy. So, huge shout out to you guys. But before we talk any more about that, I do just want to talk about this potential halving coming up and the importance of where to be buying in, selling, things like that, what I'm going to be doing. So, as you guys can see, when we look at this, I know it can get slow, and I know for you guys who have been subscribed to the channel for quite some time, I know we've been talking about this, but there are a ton of new people always joining this channel, so it's nice to recap on what they've missed out on. So just to give you guys some quick notice, if you notice, we've gone back, we've been tracking the Litecoin for quite some time now, and you'll see where we started this. We started this all the way back in, I believe this was January to December to January. We started an uptrend, which inevitably meant we had a bottom support here. Once we started to track this pattern in February, we noticed that there was some sort of ascending wedge that was increasing on Litecoin. And as we tracked this, you'll notice it always played a direct it had a direct pattern and a direct, accountance or relationship with the current price. And you'll understand that every time we broke up, we retraced right back down to there, testing its support, testing its resistance, trading in between here. Now, as time has passed, you'll notice that the gap in between the price has slowly ceased to exist, and it's slowly, pretty much met. And what that's done is it's opened up an ascending triangle, because now that these bottom supports are so close to each other, it's starting to act as one line of support, which is great. And what that's doing is it's slowly creating an ascending triangle that's forming on Litecoin, which inevitably ends right at around the time of the halving, which is going to be huge news. It really is going to be huge news. So you can see we just recently broke out, and we have yet to go back under it or in between it since, I'd like to say, May into June. And you can see we've been just trading above here for quite some time now, not really seeing much movement below here. You'll notice that just recently we did find a top support, or sorry, a top resistance right here at $140, which we just recently tested, followed by a massive retracement in price, and then followed by a major move to the upside. Now, to some, this may come surprising to, or as an alarm, but to the people that have been watching this channel, we understand that this was nothing, new. It was casual. It made sense. Nothing was unexpected. It was all planned for. We knew that retracement was going to happen. We were near overbought. The market, with Bitcoin and Ethereum were all overextended, overbought, and a retracement was definitely needed. Now, tracking Bitcoin and Ethereum was a little bit harder, but on Litecoin, it was perfect. And we knew that this retracement down to support right here was, bound to happen. So we found bottom support right here, and you can see we just exploded up off that. And I said in the past videos that it's kind of like a ripple effect where the price slowly, and I'll draw it out for you guys to make it easier, slowly starts to ripple. The waves get a little bit smaller each time, something like that. And that's pretty much what's happening. So now we're coming back down, casually down to 50 on the RSI, which obviously is something we always love to see. It gives us plenty of potential to move to the upside, which I do think is going to happen in the next couple of days. And I do think we're going to get another retestment of 140. So for those of you who just recently bought in, great prices. Honestly, 120 is a great price in my opinion for what I would buy in at. I wouldn't be buying in at 140, but there are definitely people watching this who definitely did. And I wouldn't be too discouraged because holding on short term, I do think we're going to head right back up to 140. And in terms of long term, I do think that we're going to see some major price corrections to the upside because we've been in a bull market for the past like 6 or 7 months now. But furthermore, to discuss this halving and what to expect. The halving ends right here. Now, this is a major ascending triangle that's been forming for months now. For months on months on months, we've seen some sort of ascending triangle. Actually, I lied. We've seen an ascending wedge for months. We have not seen this ascending triangle. It's pretty much just started since June. But, with this consolidation, you can see right here, something like this is definitely a possibility as we come up near this 140. The next time we retest 140, it's going to be weaker. And then the last time we retest 140, we should potentially break through it. The only discouragement I have is I always notice ascending wedges break bearish. Sorry, ascending triangles break bearish. So it's going to be interesting to see whether or not we can trade above that and move to the upside. But if we do see a short-term retracement after the halving, people buy the rumor, sell the news, we should be anticipating some sort of correction right back up. I do think $200 is definitely a realistic. 250 is still realistic for Litecoin for the end of 2019. I think we're, killing it right now. We are at $28 in the beginning of this year, and we've just been seeing substantial growth to the upside. Now, I do want to show you guys the other cryptocurrencies. Enough about Litecoin. You can see Bitcoin is taking a major retracement. It exploded up in price, and yeah, there actually is some sort of uptrend here. Not necessarily one that's stable, and to say the least, but it is something that's still possible to use. So I'm going to add this on, and we're going to see whether or not we can continue to use this as we start to retrace lower. We're only at around, I think, 57 on the RSI in terms of Bitcoin's trading, and I am anticipating more consolidation back down to the to this bottom support right here. I think we were still way too overbought, way too overextended. Even if it looks like 50 on the RSI, we've just been catapulting in price. So this consolidation back down from, I think it was 14,000 all the way down to 10,005 is a healthy expected textbook retracement all over the market. So, I mean, we're starting to see prices that are more affordable to be buying in, but the fact that we hit $14,000 is absolutely, mind-blowing to me, and as well as, the media. Now, moving on to Ethereum. Ethereum looks better, so Litecoin and Ethereum are both ones that are on my radar, mainly because they show the easiest and strongest patterns in terms of technical analysis. You'll notice that Ethereum has this beautiful, it is kind of way too high up, overextended, or too much of an angle on its price. This is unreasonable to see it just slowly or pretty rapidly grow to those extremes. With this, charting, we could easily see, a $350 Ethereum by August, mid-August, which I think is possible, but it seems kind of unlikely in terms of this uptrend. We could easily see more of a retracement back down to its high-low middle moving averages, but I do think that this is healthy, and I think if we do see some sort of retestment on this purple uptrend, that's a great opportunity to be buying in and then riding it right back up to the upside. So I am keeping a close eye on that. And then lastly, to wrap up today's episode, we're going to be looking at Binance Coin, which merely has been not doing much at all. I actually want to just jump over to its weekly so we can get a better look at things. Honestly, I might even do Binance to BTC. Binance to BTC might be a little bit easier to read. There might be more chartings, a little bit, but it is kind of healthy. You can see right here that we do have some sort of uptrend now. I want to leave this one on here. This is obvious. And now I do just want to draw in some support and resistance lines, some horizontal lines. We have one right here. These are previous lows, so I don't think we're going to be heading down to here anytime soon, but they are definitely important to have on. And then you can see the last one is right around here where this double bottom was, where we saw some sort of now movement to the upside. And I'm also starting to notice that there is a small downtrend forming on Binance coin, sorry, that I do want to just draw in really quick. Let's see. Oh, you know, now that I've extended the chart down to its daily, it doesn't really look like it has much. It just looks like it has more of a price ceiling than any sort of descending triangle. So you can see right here, this is pretty much what we're going off of right now in terms of Binance coin for this week. We do have some bottom supports raising the price higher. You'll notice we did just retest oversold, and we're currently bouncing off of that. But for the most part, we do look, you know, pretty nice overall. There is a channel, and there is definitely a price ceiling. You know, obviously right here is the price to beat. We could easily see another retestment within the next couple of weeks of this Binance coin, of this you know, price ceiling right here. But I think the market looks really good right now, and I do think it is going to start to see some more, you know, pulls to the upside in the near, you know, few weeks. So it's definitely a coin that I do like, and I do recommend we check out for the next week. But otherwise, guys, that's going to sum up today's episode. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up. Thank you for 11,000 subscribers, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.